Arsenal played very well. It's like as if that break, that reset, that time off has given them like a new focus. Martinelli was very purposeful. I thought it was very,
Saka,
very good.
The normal hair Saka.
Trent was dirty yesterday. Trent was dirty. When we complain about Van Dijk and Alisson, Trent in the first 45 minutes was dirty. Like practically couldn't even tackle. At least even today how bad it was. Joe Gomez was on the yellow card in the first half. Gomez switched from left to right. They removed Trent, who didn't have a single card. That's how bad he was. The manager knew that, look, this guy wasn't doing anything defensively.
I think Liverpool generally went at the races yesterday, although when... oh boy. Talk about sloppy goals. How about Liverpool's equalizer? In fact, Liverpool didn't even have a shot on target yesterday.
No.
In fact, they didn't score at all. All goals were scored by Arsenal.
That goal was poor.
I mean, it was funny. I mean, Saliba, I think it was Saliba's fault. I don't know what...
Was it Saliba's fault or was...
Or Real? I don't know. It was a combination
of both of them.
I think Saliba was mutually at fault. Just as Van Dijk was more at fault. Although Martinelli, in fairness... What Martinelli's push on Van Dijk, could that be deemed a foul?
No, I don't think so, because I remember
because he actually barged into him. I mean, fine, it went. I mean, football is a contact sport, but because that's what set off the chain reaction. Martinelli's bumping into Van Dijk means that when Alisson, who should never have come out anyway, but when he came out, Van Dijk now collided with Alisson. The ball now went beyond both of them, and
just gone down.
So
have gone down. Because I remember the game yesterday before that day, Newcastle against Luton Town,
which was a crazy game too.
There was a push, I think, on the first goal for Luton Town. The push on the back of Shah's head, so automatically he missed the ball, and that was how they got their equalizing goal. Then, so sometimes, and VAR doesn't call it back.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought it
was a very good game, though. I thought it was a good game. If you're a neutral, that was a very good. Arsenal played like the press. You could tell the press Arsenal did. They kept trying to make sure that Liverpool just play around your area. Once you come towards the middle, we're going to press you high up, and you must lose the ball in that position. So I thought they were good. Liverpool need to get their missing players back. Szoboszlai, Salah, Darwin Núñez started from the bench. It's not an excuse. Started from the bench, but if they get those players back, hopefully.
No, but the truth of the matter is, every team, I mean, look at City, for instance. City missed one of the best, in fact, practically one of the best midfielders in the world. Let's not even say Europe. The man that went without him for like 4 months, so, and yet they still managed to, although they have a very, very good squad. And, another team too that struggled with injuries that's getting its better players back. United for the first time since
one has gone back again. Let's not move on.
Yeah.
There's a message. Maybe react to this. It says, "Good morning, Sports Zone. I felt disappointed with Carragher's words to Odegaard after Liverpool lost to Arsenal. That was a player who won no single title as a player for Liverpool. Kai Havertz was impressive yesterday. Where is his Felix from Festac?"
Yeah, Kai Havertz was.
I thought Carragher was harsh. But Carragher won the Champions League, if you're asking.
Exactly. So that's the title.
That's
the title. No, but Carragher is a pundit, and he's paid the game, and he's paid to have his.
I think he was saying that after they won the game, Odegaard should just go down the tunnel. No, there was no reason. He went over to the because all through the game, whenever they sort of forced Liverpool into an enforced error, he was always like telling the crowd. So afterwards, it was easy to go and still get the supporters behind him, because last season, one of the things I thought Arsenal supporters did not do enough, in my opinion, was like demand more from the team. That look, we know you're doing so well, we think we can get to the end of the road. This same season is charging the players, do more of that, or charging the fans, do more of that, because amongst themselves they know that they can do a lot more. This year now it's a 3-horse race. Last year it was 2, so the 3 of them will pick up points from each other. This one will drop. So obviously he's trying to connect with the fans a lot more, and I think that's not a bad thing. In my opinion, I thought it was not a bad thing. Anyway.
Yeah, it's not. And I mean, Arsenal has been nicknamed Emirates has been nicknamed the library anyway. I've been there before. It can be kind of quiet, like Old Trafford as well, if the home team is not playing. I would say a lot, maybe except for Anfield. In fact, in every football stadium, if the opposition are playing after playing the home team, fans will be quiet now, basically. But I think Arsenal and Old Trafford can be very, very quiet if the home team isn't doing well.
I also saw the derby in Italy, Inter against Juventus. I thought that was it was too easy for Inter. Easy because Juventus were relying on the counter. Yeah. But I thought Inter played with the ball a lot more. They used the ball better than their opponent, and I cannot see any team other than Inter Milan winning the title this season.
No, it's Inter.
Solid performance Inter had yesterday.
I should have gone for Inter, to be honest. I think you said one should never back against Inter, but I thought Juve were in such good form that I could actually go home, away from home, and nick a draw. That's why I went for a draw. And then Real Madrid, who would have thought that Real Madrid wouldn't be able to beat Atletico? I mean,
I think that game was
although Atletico really has picked up.
Oh yeah, they have. Since the Super Cup, after the Super Cup, they've just picked. Well, they beat Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey. They've been securing wins. They're scoring more goals. This Atletico that they just score one and that's all. But now they're going out to score 1, 2, 3 goals in games. Griezmann is playing a lot better.
He's having the season of his life.
Yeah, so I feel like Atletico. I won't be surprised if at the end of the season that table still takes another new dimension, because Atletico are playing well. Barcelona, well, they're still squeezing. Patch. They beat what? I think they beat Osasuna, if I'm correct. No. Deportivo Alaves, 3-1. Victor Roque came off the bench, scored a goal, and got a red card and was sent off. But Lewandowski is now scoring more consistently, and I thought it was good for them. Very good. Looks good. Looks very good. Let me read a few of your messages this morning before we go into other matters. This one here says, good morning, Sports Zone. Congratulations to our darling Super Eagles for qualifying for the semi-finals of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations.
What's that? Because he say, who said that message?
His name is Maxwell.
Okay, Maxwell. So after Super Eagles are now darling. That's nice. That's nice.
He says, we can say the cup will be won by a former champion because all semi-finalists have won the trophy previously. Wishing the Super Eagles success as they take on Bafana of South Africa on Wednesday. Manchester City is definitely winning the Premier League this season because we are unstoppable. Watch our match today as we take on Brentford. Happy new week ahead.
I have a funny feeling that City will drop points today. Yeah, I'm saying it here. I'm saying it here.
I have too much invested.
I'm saying it here. I'm saying that I have a funny feeling that City, maybe it's wishful thinking.
Alan to score, De Bruyne to assist, Koji to keep a clean sheet.
Okay.
My fantasy is speaking. So, Greg from Yaba says, am I the only one that thinks South Africa's goalkeeper should go for a drug test? The way he was catching those penalties, I was scared though. My brother is Cape Verde. I've always said is that the teams that play attractive football are the teams that will not go far in this tournament. Because this tournament has shown you that's the blueprint. You have to be pragmatic. The 4 teams left have played not the finest football. DR Congo on this. The reason why I went for Guinea was I remember DR Congo have played ugly football. So I'm like, no. They've not done anything going forward. They were the ones that won. South Africa have not played the finest football, but they have won as well. So think about it. Teams that have played great football, Senegal, Equatorial Guinea, they don't pursue them.
No, I think the word they're not necessarily ugly football, but I think the word you're looking for is pragmatic.
Yeah.
The 4 friends have been very, very pragmatic. Very good. So they're not, as you already said, they're not really the flair or creative teams left, but what they do have is a cohesiveness, and they're very, very, very well motivated, so the South Africans, I mean, I think they beat Cape Verde. That was on the 20th anniversary of their winning the Nations Cup on their own turf. So they were really up for it, and they will be up for it on Wednesday.
I think we played them in the semi-finals before, South Africa, 2000.
We beat them in the quarter-finals in 2019.
2019, yes.
I think we beat Cameroon in the knockout phase and beat them in the quarter-finals.
Yeah.
Then lost to Algeria in the semis.
We played them in the semi-final in 2000.
No semi-finals, no. South Africa, no. That's Ghana, Nigeria. No, was it South Africa? I don't think so. Check, I don't think so. It wasn't
on it.
Check, I don't think it was South Africa.
Okay. Let me read a few more messages as we go, so we just read more. This one here says, please, why is Musa not playing? Good morning. No name. Richard from Surulere. At first, I heard he was injured. Right? So, yeah.
I'm just happy he's in the squad. I have no knowledge of what's going on behind the scenes. I'm not privy to that information, but I'm just happy he's in that dressing room, and I'm sure that he's whipping up there, because the Eagles, if nothing else, have been aggressive.
We played South Africa in 2000. We beat them 2-0.
Babangida. Really?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know. Okay. In the semi-finals.
Semi-finals.
Okay.
Cameroon played Tunisia.
Okay.
No, we beat them. Tijani Babangida with both goals.
Okay. So we've been meeting them along the way.
Yeah.
But that's brilliant anyway. That's brilliant.
Promise from Jacone says, good morning, Sports Zone. This is not cricket or rugby. This is football. South Africa should go and face their cricket and rugby. We'll teach them real football on Wednesday. Good.
We should just squash her.
This one here says, good morning, Sports Zone. Before, according to Mr. Shegun, sack him. Sabi coach. Now 7th division coach. Now amateur coach. Why pay him $70,000? Now the same man, Mr. Shegun, is praising him. You need to apologize to the coach, Chris.
Chris, what your process is, you're a bit slow. Chris, I'm thinking, don't be slow. It's a Monday. All right, Chris. That's all. Don't be slow.
We've got more here. This says, good morning, Sports Zone. Hope you guys are doing great. About me from Unilag. Uncle Shegun, you are right. There's a word called listenership. The people or number of people who listen to a radio station, record, type of music, etc. Have a lovely day, guys. Thank you
very much, Chris.
This one here says, Jide from Surrey says, Femi, what is this? Why are you calling my name like this? Says, please don't jinx us with chop it again. Because if the Eagles lose, you'll start to look for excuses. Kudos to the Eagles. They have done well. My brother, South Africa will chop it. All you are saying is grammar. As in, we'll beat them through away. We'll beat them through away.
For me,
yes.
For me, it's South Africa is there. As I said, the 3 teams I hate to lose to, and
South Africa,
Cameroon, Ghana, South Africa is up there because they're mouth and to get mouth. You understand? So we need to beat them. That's for sure.
What was Charles saying here? Now this one says, it's good morning, guys. As long as Femi gets into this, then go chop and mode. Nigeria will lose. Please, guys, tell him to stop it.
No, he has no effect. He has no effect.
What do you mean? When I said Cote d'Ivoire will chop it, you will not remember. When I said Guinea-Bissau will chop it, you were not there. Of my prediction for the Super Eagles, it's only one I've gotten wrong, and that's the Equatorial Guinea game. The other ones I've not gotten one wrong.
Which is true. Even the Cameroonian game that you vacillated, but at the end of the day,
everyone I was say win. It's only Equatorial Guinea I did not get.
But we both did now. I predicted victories for all the Super Eagles game, and I just want to clarify what one of our listeners there said. Yes, I was critical of Passero. I'm not going to deny that. And what I said before the tournament is, let's wait and see. Let's see what the Eagles are going to produce. Nobody was happy with what happened in the World Cup qualifier.
I was fine. I was happy. I cannot complain to you.
No, but I wasn't. Well, like I said, and I'm not going. I have no regrets.
It's a process.
No, but wait now. I have no regrets about saying let's wait and see. And now we've waited and we've seen, and the boys are performing.
So it's a process, in my opinion. And what we will say about a process, football is not. I think football is about patience, understanding what we're trying to do. We've spoken, and which is why I started the example of Waldrum, that we criticized Waldrum going to the World Cup, right? And Nigeria performed well. So we're saying they're going to a tournament, give percent, because we're using that, friendlies we're not winning, qualifiers we're not winning. I'm like, look, we're going into a tournament. Let's wait. Let's see what we're expecting.
Let's wait.
Let's wait, because you don't judge a book, or you don't judge a book by the first few pages, or a movie by the first few scenes.
True that.
You wait for the end of the movie. And that's what I was saying, because the team...
So that's let's wait and see.
Let's wait. No, because I knew he was going to perform. I'm saying that. I knew now. I've always been saying that if this World Cup qualifier... And in front
of the person that even made the most tactical analysis of Passero, in fairness, is the one that has been predicting the fact that we lose along the way. Was Charles when he said...
Because he said we can win it.
No, when he said he can win it, but he has about it, of course.
I've said semi-final.
No, but it's not about that. I'm talking about the tactical analysis. He made a very good point, and I always like to point out when people are right about something. He said, Passero always, when he was playing all these friendlies and qualifiers, and he didn't really have that much time with the team. Yeah. But this one, he's had them for a long period of time. He's had them, so he's been able to infuse his ideas, his thoughts into the team, and they're performing to the instructions that he's giving now.
Because one thing,
so in fairness, the Eagles have developed in this tournament. Yeah, they've developed what they haven't had in something in a long time. They developed an identity.
I agree.
As a team that is very.
They're thinking like Passero now.
You understand? Very difficult.
And I think one credit we should even give the team is that we've not seen mistakes. Yeah, if you're watching the game, when you watch our other games,
even Moses Simon, there's something Moses Simon did in the game. I was very critical. First thing, so another thing I must admit, the Eagles have started being effective at set pieces. The word. They've started being effective.
It was everything.
Once
Moses Simon got that ball, I'm like, I want to see what you would do. what would you do? And immediately he picked the best option.
Do you know, and then there was another time, apart from what I want to praise was Simon for, it's not even an attacking one. There was a time he went back, followed the Angolan the winger back and dispossessed him to start another. So I said, wow, that's great. So,
even Sanusi, people are coming, and that's why I mentioned the game against Cameroon. I said, in the game against Cameroon, how many times did Cameroonians pass Sanusi to cross? I agree with you that going forward may not be his strong. Not every player is blessed with forward and backwards.
But he has that. He does that for Porto.
Maybe he's taking time. No, but maybe attacking wise, what he does in Porto, because he has Taremi in front for him. This one, Osimhen and Taremi are not the same side of players. So he hasn't figured out that, I'm not crossing to Taremi, I'm crossing to Osimhen. This is how Osimhen likes the ball. Ori said something in one clip I was watching CBS then, and he says he was complaining a lot about Arsenal players not giving him the service the way he wanted, and Wenger told him that, look guy, you're playing with different players, you need to start thinking like those people. When you play with Dennis Beckham can give you passes anyhow you want it, head, leg, into space. But when you play with Freddie Ljungberg, you have to come into Ljungberg's view. Ljungberg has to see you to know that, okay, you are that, you want the ball. Therefore, Pires, you have to come close, 1-2. Perez will not say he wants to give you one long true ball.
Telegraphic.
So you have to understand who you're playing with and evolve or come to the person's understand. Okay, this is what you want. Osimhen wants it like this. Osimhen wants it into space. That's why I think Sanusi has not done well. But defensively, I think he's been very solid.
No, I think the back five have been very, very good, to be honest.
Message is plenty to do.
Let's read them now. I mean, we need to luxuriate. To be honest with you, and we'll take calls as well. We need to luxuriate in our victories. And
those people that doubting Thomas is
no. I don't think this is a time. That's why I participated.
Semi-final. They didn't. Some people said. But it doesn't matter. Someone on this show said we'll not even make it out of the group.
But we're there now. You understand? So I think that this is for me. It's not a time of pointing.
The man has done it.
Exactly. That's it. And as you rightly said. He's met his what's the word? He's met his target.
Yeah.
You understand? But I will still say that for him to guarantee staying on, I want him to win the trophy. That's what I want.
So that's your target.
That's my target.
If he wins the tournament, we give him an extension.
Yes, that's my target.
So for other people listening, because he has met the target the NFF get.
No, he has, definitely.
But should he be given a new contract at the end of the tournament?
Yeah. But he's met it and he will surpass it. And to be honest, one of the reasons I want him to win the tournament is that I look back, we're the highest ranked team in the competition.
So our favorites.
And do you understand? I don't really see, if you take each team, is it Cote d'Ivoire? We've beaten them already. Is it? The home crowd is the 12 fan, but they will not get on the pitch. Mali was just very dirty. They should have thrashed Cote d'Ivoire. Very dirty team. But one thing I didn't take into cognizance, Mali has a horrible record against Cote d'Ivoire.
Really?
Yes, they've not beaten them since the 1980s. They just don't beat. Even this goal they scored against them was the first goal they scored against them in AFCON. They just. Mali and Cote d'Ivoire, they're like brothers. Most of the Malian players, quite a few of the Malian players were born in Cote d'Ivoire, vice versa. Even the guy that scored the goal, he didn't celebrate because he was born in Cote d'Ivoire.
Why wouldn't celebrate?
Is he not a Momo? Now they're out. Basuma spent the first 10 years of his life in Cote d'Ivoire, Mali. So it's like they're very homogeneous. They speak the same language and all that, and they're right next door neighbors. So it's a weird one. So I think that jigs actually came to play on the Malians, because they should have taken out Cote d'Ivoire in 90 minutes.
Just to quickly mention, before we go back to messages, we know we're in the semi-final of the AFCON, but the goal scorers list, Nsue of Equatorial Guinea still Nsue, yes, Emilio Nsue of Equatorial Guinea still leads with 5 goals.
5 goals.
Gelson Dalla of Angola is number 2 with 4.
And he's out.
Mustafa Mohammed is also there. But let's go for a break. We'll come back with more.
Come back. So we're still basking in the glow of Nigeria's beating Angola. The Angolas were good, though, in fairness.
Oh, they
were athletic. They were very, very aggressive.
That initial gra-gra.
But how about all that money with them? Then go still get some.
Because that first chance, to be fair to, what's his name? Wabali. That first chance from that corner kick, to be honest, I thought it was a goal. I was like, woo! And the fact that he made that, I think that sort of gave the team confidence. Because at first, Nigeria used to suck in pressure and waiting for the opponents to come, then they hit. But all of a sudden, they realized that this is Super Eagles. And they went out and they did the job. It was 11 people thinking like one person. That's what a team is all about. And I said this, we don't make too many mistakes.
No, we don't.
Because when we make mistakes in court, when somebody slips and doesn't cover his position, somebody else is there.
I think I now fell over at the time, but somebody covered. Yeah,
that's the thing. So there's always somebody. So everyone is thinking together. And I think this is what we don't have during qualifiers. This is what makes fans or make people complain when they watch the Eagles, say, oh, you don't put in enough passion, you don't put in enough support. But then, like we said, number one, you haven't stayed in long enough from your club.
But I hear when you talk about defensive organization, but passion is passion, which you need to. And I feel, I can say that, I would say that too, that what Super Eagles fans will most, regardless of what happens for the rest competition, what Super Eagles fans will appreciate the most, especially in the game exhibited in the game against Cameroon, is the passion. Do you understand?
But it's a Cameroon game that will bring that kind of passion out.
No,
passion will not come out in Equatorial Guinea because you're like,
but if you can't just stroll around.
I agree with you,
and I know the Eagles have been notorious for doing that.
Because of the opponents,
they play up, they rise up to the occasion, and generally if they're playing lesser opponents,
You spoke about 2013. 2013, our first 3 games, we played. They were bad. The first 3 were bad.
They weren't. No. The first.
What I mean, they were bad. We played
the first 2 games. The first 2 games. Let's not. We played Burkina Faso in the first game.
Yes,
we should have won. Like we're leading to the very end.
We were flat, and then we lost.
We didn't lose. It was a draw.
The second game was
Zambia.
Champions. Agreed. We were not great either.
We were not great. We scored first. Then I think a dodgy penalty or something. Then we went all out against.
No, but even the third game was 2 penalties.
Whatever. But
against Ethiopia. And this is Ethiopia. My point is, it's not until Cote d'Ivoire we turn it up. I want to turn it up from there. We continue going.
Of course,
the same thing for us here now.
As well, no?
The first 3 games, I still remember we had the argument in the studio. I think Israel posted a video where we spoke about the game against Guinea-Bissau, and everybody said, "Oh, our performance was flat. It was poor." But the next game against Cameroon, once we had Cameroon, everybody's attention just got up, and the team played so well. And from then, we've been playing well in quotes. We've played well. So I think that with a difficult opposition, we'll come out better. If we had played South Africa as our first game in the World Cup qualifier, it would have been a different Super Eagles. My opinion.
Okay, I get. Rather than playing Lesotho,
you'll be like, I'm not saying it's right.
No, I get. Zimbabwe.
Will be.
Was a lot of times these guys step up. They're much more aggressive.
They're coming Cameroon. Remember our last 2018 World Cup qualification? We had Zambia, Cameroon, Algeria. From the word go, we're hitting it already because we knew what
we beat Zambia and Udola. I was there now, live and direct.
We're
beat them 2-1. Fantastic game, and it was so simple. What's going on with the Iheanacho? He's nowhere to be found. Is it a disciplinary thing or injury?
So there are loads of stories coming out of camp. There's even the story about a few players retiring at the end of this tournament. That's why the Eagles want to win it at all costs, because a few of them want to leave with a bang. You know some of those, the senior players, you know the names of those ones, you know their names. For Iheanacho, I heard there's a possible issue with the coach.
With discipline, that would be very sad.
Because it makes absolute no sense that he couldn't get 5 minutes against Angola.
Exactly.
Makes no sense at all. Ali Malakman should have been substituted to go and rest unless somebody else come in and hold on. But let me read a few more updates. So remember we spoke about Nsue, Dala, Mohammed. So 5 for Nsue, 4 for Dala, 4 for Mustafa Mohammed of Egypt. The 3 guys are Bojanidad, Mabululu, Bertrand Traore, they're all out. Mohammed Bayo, last in Sinayoko. But the person who's still active is Nigeria's Ademola Lookman. He scored 3 goals. The last time in Nigeria was top scorer was in 2019. Ojo Igalo 5 goals. Before that was 2013. Emmanuel Emenike. So let's just hope that.
So there's still a possibility that.
In the next 2, at least we're guaranteed 2 more matches. Yeah.
Any which way.
Yeah. Okay, back to your messages. This one says, good morning, Sports Zone crew. Oladeji in Benin, right? Please stop from saying they will chop it. Nigeria for the trophy. We should respect our opponents. Have a great week. We've respected people enough. It's time for us to be bullish. Ahmed from Ikorodu says, good morning, Sports Zone. Both Nigeria and South Africa have not considered since the first game of the tournament. It's going to be a battle of the best defense. Nigeria should be wary and not be overconfident. One good thing about this team is their businessman-like approach in executing every game. Iwobi should learn how to mark, and Wabele has to work more on his ball distribution. That is his weakness. Ahmed from Ikorodu. Thank you for your thoughts. David from Ebutameta says, what's sweet? February and moms. Last year, Valentine's Day, we got the mom tales from Obina. And today, Uncle Shegun's tongue is twisting on mommy issues. Yeah. Naja is chopping everybody to take the cup.
I don't understand.
He's talking about February.
I don't understand.
You don't want to respond?
I don't understand. How can I respond to what I don't understand?
Well, you started the story.
As I said, I don't understand the message.
All right, this one says, I think the Mali coach lost the game for the country. Why substitute 4 players at a time, 88 minutes, when you can do 1 player per minute from 90 minutes to kill the tempo of the game?
The guy was actually crying.
I think that makes a lot of sense. If you do 2 substitutions, then wait. Chops more time again, 1 substitution.
It's true. I don't... Ivory Coast were beat. I mean, all they were doing was, throwing the kitchen sink and everything. You had more energy. I don't know. Because it just paid me for the prediction. Do you understand? But hey, it's all okay.
Good morning, Lagos Talks. My name is Samuel Ayobami from Ikorodu. Where is Charlie? Yesterday, he sounded so pained. Yesterday, he sounded exactly just like Jamie Carragher. Get down the tunnel, get down the tunnel, get down the tunnel, get down the tunnel, get down the tunnel. That's exactly how Ogacha sounded yesterday.
That's how he's doing it. So yeah, that's how he's doing it. He has done it. Okay. This one here says Eagles to win the next game. DCL to win next game, Mr. Olu. Well, that's on Wednesday when we play, so we'll go through that.
I think for me, I honestly don't think Cote d'Ivoire deserves. I don't think it would be good for football if Cote d'Ivoire wins.
Why not?
I don't think so. Honestly,
why not?
How can you lose 2 games in your group, qualify with 3 points, and come back and win the title? I don't think it's fair.
Based
honestly.
on the rules, they haven't broken the rules.
I'm not saying they have, but I just don't think it's fair. I think it's against the spirit of the game, honestly.
How?
It's a different thing because Portugal won it by, qualifying for 3 points, but it was 3 draws, just like Egypt. You understand? I think Egypt last, when they got to the final in the last edition, we beat them now.
Yes.
We beat them. I think
that's our first game. We beat them.
I think they won their next 2.
Yes.
Then all the other games they got to the final by winning on penalties.
And draws.
On draws, by winning on penalties, then lost the final penalties. So
let's take this go. Lost it. Okay. Let's try it again. Yes, got it. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
This is Damlari.
Hey, Damlari, how now? Good game yesterday. Good game. You guys were really up for it.
Do you know the euphoria, the buzz around the Nations Cup? It's not really. That's not one yesterday, but on my mind is how we are going to beat South Africa.
To be honest, I feel you. Premier League for me is in the back seat for now.
For me is on the second field.
It's on the low burner.
I think after the tournament, we should all say thank you to Cote d'Ivoire for hosting a fantastic.
Yes.
They've actually raised the bar high.
If you want to be a part of us, first off, follow us across all social media pages at Lagos Talks 913 is our handle. And of course, kindly like, share, subscribe, and make sure you're a part of the Lagos Talks family.